Although highly unlikely, there are reports that the Eagles are in on Jadeveon Clowney. Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Ding back here. So today we have come with the hell is that? It's a big ass dog. Dallas still stinks. Yo, everybody, doing? King Ding back here. And before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I gotta take care of some business. I gotta take care of business. You see the belt, you know it's time to take care of business. Michael Anthony, where's the fitness? Where's the fitness? I tell you that all the time. You're not gonna build biceps sticking donuts down your throat. It ain't gonna work, buddy. You gotta actually lift weights. But, at least you woke up from your slumber, your little nap, right? You walk up the stairs, nap. You walk down the stairs, nap. You know what I mean? It's nice to see that Michael Anthony, where's the fitness, at least was able to respond, because I made a brilliant bet proposal to you. I said, if the Eagles sweep the Cowboys, I want Joe Boo headless. I want that little satanic rat bastard headless. And I never thought in a million years you would accept this bet, but you did. You accepted the bet. So, I'm ready to go. This is an announcement to the world. The bet is on. If Dallas beats the Eagles the first game of the year, belt comes back. If belt goes back to Michael Anthony, where's the fitness? If Philly 500 and the Eagles sweep the Cowboys, which is going to happen, my man Michael Anthony, where's the fitness, is going to chop off Joe Boo's head and record it for all of us to see. And here's the thing, I want the head sent to me because I want to hang it up. Bet is on. Michael Anthony, where's the fitness? At least has some balls to put Joe Boo's head on the chopping block. I love it. Oh man, the Eagles, they gotta sweep Dallas, because this would be the greatest payoff in YouTube history. Chopping Joe Boo's head off. Even Dallas Cowboy fans out there, there's even some of them that would love this. And this is better than the Moses of YouTube, if we can make this happen. I hope it happens. Eagles gotta sweep them. I know Mark's pissed. He was worried. He was mad at me just for even suggesting it. And now his son accepted it. Does he even know that? It's awesome. I love it. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. Now, I woke up really early this morning. I was hanging out with my youngest daughter and we were watching The Flash. I like The Flash. I watch The Flash. What are you going to do? So we're watching The Flash. We're chilling. And all of a sudden, I start getting all these notifications. Boom, 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 boom. And each one of these notifications are saying basically the same thing. Report. Eagles interested in Jadeveon Clowney. Eagles showing interest in Jadeveon Clowney. Eagles possibly going after Jadeveon Clowney. And I'm going, here we go. This is going to be interesting because I think this is a move that would divide the fan base. There are a lot of fans that would absolutely hate if Jadeveon Clowney came, and I don't blame them. I have no argument for those guys that don't like him. Now, me personally, I'd sign him in a minute. I'd sign him if the price was right. I would have no problem with it because I understand football. Football, they're cheap shots. They're things that happen. You got to get over it. Go talk to Carson. Make peace. You know what I mean? Make peace with the Philly fans. You said that we were horrible fans or whatever. That's the problem he's going to have. However, if he came in and started playing right away, playing good, I think people would forget about it really, really quick, okay? That's just my personal opinion. But people who don't want him, I don't blame you, okay? I don't blame you at all. And there are reports coming from Mark Berman of Fox 26 in Houston. He is saying that Jadeveon Clowney is being pursued by basically 5 teams. The Seattle Seahawks, the Baltimore Ravens, the Cleveland Browns, Tennessee Titans, and the Philadelphia Eagles. All those teams are in on Jadeveon Clowney, okay? Now, I think a lot of times these agents for players, they use the Eagles to help their negotiations with other teams, because I think the Eagles, when they really want a player, tend to be very aggressive and make sure they get that player. So agents know when these players, the agents basically know that if they use the Eagles' names, other teams are going to worry about the Eagles doing it, and they're going to try to get the job done a lot quicker. Because the Eagles, look, when they want somebody, they get them. Okay, they may not always want who we want them to get, but when they are interested, they seem like they pull the trigger fast. That's one of the reasons why I'm very skeptical. I don't think that this is very likely. I don't think this is a reality that they would get Jadeveon Clowney. I don't even think they're interested in Jadeveon Clowney. And it's not because of the Carson Wentz thing. I think if you look last year, if the Eagles really wanted Jadeveon Clowney, they could have gotten him from Houston. They could have outbid the Seattle Seahawks, but they didn't. So that makes me think that they're not all that interested in Jadeveon Clowney. Just my opinion, okay? So when I hear these reports, I'm kind of skeptical. Now, the reason why this is being talked about and people are talking about it is because Mark Berman of Fox 26 apparently has a great reputation with getting Houston players, what Houston does, what former Houston Texans players do, and he's been right a lot. He was very right and called it very early when they got Timmy Jernigan. So people think that there's some credibility there. I think he probably did hear the Eagles. I just think that the agents are going to throw the Eagles in no matter what because they know how the Eagles are aggressive. Now, how could the Eagles, let's say the Eagles are actually interested in Jadeveon Clowney. I can't see them signing him long term. I can't see it. I think the only possible way this could happen or be true is if Jadeveon Clowney is willing to take like a 1-year deal. If he was like to take a 1-year deal, and I'm guessing about $15 million, I think the Eagles would do it. I think they would do it. What do they pay Brandon Graham, like $13 million? I think they would pay $15 million for 1 year for Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, they're like $23 to $26 million under the cap right now. They could afford to do it on a 1-year deal. I don't see how they can do it any further than that right away. Now, maybe there's a situation where they could get him on a 1-year deal. You see how it plays out. He plays really good. Maybe Derek Barnett doesn't live up to what he's supposed to. Maybe Brandon Graham shows signs of being old. And then you kind of take one of those guys, you move them, and then you use that money to pay Clowney. And that's one way you can do it after, this upcoming season. But I can't see the Eagles signing him long-term right now. I don't think that they are really legitimately going after him. I think that his name, or their name, the Eagles' name, is only being used to up the offer by other teams. Because like I said, once you mention the Eagles are interested, teams know they have to hurry because if the Eagles are interested, they're going to pounce. When the Eagles are interested in somebody, they pounce, One name I'm glad not to hear of is the Giants. I don't want him going to the New York Giants. I definitely don't. And he wanted a lot of money, okay? When free agency started, they said he was asking for like $23 million a year. Then it dropped to $20 million a year. Then it dropped to about $18 million. And the last I heard, he was looking for $16.5 million for a 1 or a 2-year deal. He would not mind a 1-year prove-it deal. So, that's the only way I really could see the Eagles do it. If you come down a little more and they can get him for a 1-year deal. I think that this isn't likely. But I think it's worth watching because it's a possibility. I'll give the Eagles, I'll say they have a 25% chance of actually going after him. The one thing I will say, the Eagles value defensive linemen. They value it. They value pass rushers. And if he can come for a 1-year deal at a good price, they would do it just for the year. I totally believe it. And if they did, their defense would be really that much better because you can rotate him in. Just think of all the different things you can do. Like you could have Clowney out there with Barnett. You can put Brandon Graham on pass rush situations inside with Fletcher. I mean, it is brutal. The pass rush would be awesome. It really would. So I hope that they're interested. I really do. I don't think it's likely. But I think it's a very interesting possibility. And if the Eagles did it, I think their defense will get a lot better. So that's pretty much what's out so far this morning. We'll see what happens. And with that said, let me know what you think in the comment section. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.